All right, it's party time. That's Chronophoto party. Anyways, so this is the game where it's gonna show us pictures. We have to guess what year they were taken. And I'm doing the party mode, so I'm gonna generate a random passcode here, and I'm gonna copy and paste this into the description below this video, so you can go to the link, put in this code, and you'll be able to do the same pictures that I'm doing. So you can pause now, go and do all of them yourself, and then come back if you want to. You can, pull it up and solve it along with me. You can just ignore the code in the link and just watch the video and solve them that way, however you wanna do it. Just watch the video, whatever you do. And, like it, subscribe, send it to your friends, all those things. You know what to do. All right, well, this is gonna be tricky because it's definitely another country. And so I don't know fashion. I mean, I don't really even know fashion very well in our country, let alone other countries. It's in color. The glasses feel, I mean, again, I don't know for other countries, but they feel more like 70s or 80s to me. I'm gonna go 80s. I'm thinking 80s. So pause the video, leave your guess in a comment down below. It's fun to see what other people's thought processes were and their guesses. So I'm gonna go, I think I'm gonna go right in the middle of the 80s. I don't really know. Ooh, 95, okay. Should've gone later. I almost thought later, but, okay. Anyways, all right. Okay, now, is this the people that is, I mean, so this is like the car from Back to the Future. I'm wondering if this actually is some of the people working on Back to the Future. This feels like either a commercial for this car or like a behind the scenes promo shot from the movie or something. So, all right. So pause the video, leave your guess down below because I'm about to make my guess, and I'm going 1985 again because that's when the first Back to the Future movie came out. So 1985. All right. Perfect. Okay, so that makes up for the last one. All right, round 3. Ooh, okay. So these are soldiers. They've got the digital camo, I believe. Well, these guys don't. But those guys do. I think that's the digital camo. So that's, more recent. Let's look at the water bottle. Okay, it's hard to see much, but there's probably some like gun experts that are looking at this gun right here and saying, oh, well, that's definitely the such and such that was made in these years. Oh, what happened? Okay, my computer just went crazy there for a second. All right, I'm sure there's some people that know exactly what's going on with these guns, but I don't. So I think it's newer. I don't know when, and I mean the quality of the picture is really good too. I don't know when exactly the digital camo became a thing, but all right. Pause the video, leave your guess down below. I'm gonna say this is really new. I'm gonna say 2015. That'll give me a little wiggle room on either side. If I guess, 2022, then I can only really err on one side pretty much, so. I'm gonna go with that. 2013, okay. Well, that worked out pretty good then, all right. Next one, let me know if you know, let me know in the description, or in the description. I put things in the description, you put things in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you know when digital camo was first introduced. I know that's a new-ish thing, but I wanna say like early 2000s, but. All right, well, this is clearly old. Ooh, we do have Olympic rings. Look at that, that's important. That would be important. Now, I don't see a single car down here. I do see a bike. No cars. So, my first thought was that this might be the Hindenburg, but I'm not sure. Did it have the Olympic rings on the side of it? And that would have been like the 30s, I think. but maybe there's no cars just because they're out in the middle of a field. Let's see, 30, so what year, it might have been an Olympics year, so maybe they had the Olympic rings on the Hindenburg. It does feel like, so I mean, we've got this little pattern here. I think that's more from like scanning in the image to make it digital. So I think it's probably actually a better quality photo than it initially looks, which does lend me towards a little bit later, not so much earlier in the century. And the bike does look, I don't know. I don't know my bike history very well, but it doesn't feel like an old bike quite as well. It doesn't feel like quite as old of a bike. So I'm gonna go 30s and pick a year that the Olympics would have happened, I guess. So maybe 32, 36, somewhere in there. All right, pause the video, leave your guess down below. Let us know what your logic was. I'm gonna say 36, because I don't remember when Hindenburg, I want to say it was in the middle, in the 30s. I think 32 or 36, just because of the Olympic rings. And I don't know, I'm thinking 36. 36! Yes! All right, well, I'm glad I went with the Hindenburg and didn't stick with like early 1900s, which was kind of more my initial thought because of the lack of cars, but then out in the field, it makes kind of sense. So now, speaking of early 1900s and a lack of cars, so we've got some horse-drawn carriages, we've got a guy on a camel back there, several people on camels back here. Wow, I mean, there's not much to go on this one. I mean, the outfits and yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, their hats and their outfits, I should probably know something from that. But I don't. And again, this might be another country, and the fashion it happens at different times in different countries. Sometimes it starts one way, one place, and spreads to another. And so what's fashionable at one time and in one place is fashionable at a later time in another place, so. All right, leave your guess down below in the comments. This is the final picture. Leave your guess down there, final guess. I'm gonna go 1905. It just feels early. Partly from the quality of the picture, I don't know. 1900, okay, so not too bad. All right, well, not my best overall score, but not too bad. So this first one was one of my worst, actually. I was off by 10. Then I had 2 of them exactly right, and 1 I was only off by 2, so not too bad. And the last one I was off by 5, so the first one was definitely the worst. But yeah, final score 3,831, not too bad. So let me know in your comment down below what your score was and which picture you had the hardest time identifying and what clues you saw that I missed. And of course, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles. Historians believe that around 49 of the 56 delegates signed the document that day. And one person for sure, Matthew Thornton of New Hampshire. Like, what else could, no, fancy. Oh, fancy. Ectopic? Ooh, that's a word and a half right there. Hydrangea. Okay, wow. Turb sweat. Don't want to do the S. Well, we could do phone, then we could do an S down here.